Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny, and today I've got layout number 1 from the collections that I put together for the month of October. I am working on this first layout. Here are the papers that I have selected for this. I do have a previous video where I did pull some of these collection kits and made paper kits out of what was in the collection. So if you're interested in those, I will try my best to link them at the end of this video. And I love playing with scraps so much. Before I forget, I do want to mention that there are many of us that contribute to this monthly collection obsession series, and those folks will be listed in the description box if you're interested. Here I'm just going ahead and I'm looking at my photos. I am chronicling things from last fall. And I'm going to just show you the start of my foundation, and then I will come more real time and show you specifically what the layout has kind of turned into. I've just worked on using some strips here. So here's what you will see, me kind of starting to lay out the rough sketch of what it will look like. They're all vertical photos, so I have 4 vertical photos. I'm going to bring in that washi. I'm going to back it on white cardstock. And I think I went to grab my photos, but I don't know how much left of the process I will leave in here, but you get the gist. And then I will come real time. Okay, guys, so I just finished working on this layout and just doing some of the finishing touches, so I thought I would pop back in. I think in the last clip, had laid everything out in terms of the paper strips. I've inked pretty much everything that you see here. I used some washi tape here. I think I mentioned that. And then I kind of just set my photos where I wanted them, and then I just went ahead and just pulled some different items from my stash. So I had scraps of paper from the collection, this leaf one, so I just added them to both sections. And then I had this strip of brown in my stash of brown paper scraps, so I just went ahead and just added those kind of finishing touches to anchor the layout a little bit more. And then I went and started my title work, and I used the letters from the sticker sheet. So I did some of that. I did some cluster work from just using things in the sticker sheet there, and I ended up going to the one of the other collections I had pulled for this month, and I just ended up using these that I thought really kind of went with the collection. I did use one of the cut apart cards here. I did my journaling on. I put a little bit of washi tape to give it some interest and called it good. All of these are also from the sticker sheet that I just showed you. And this was a triangle. It's very weird. Maybe it was a banner or something. I just ended up punching a heart out of it with that and inked it. Everything pretty much is inked. This is what I still have left after this layout. So I'm just going to set that aside. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and just see if what I'm going to do in terms of finishing touches. Sometimes when I have a hard time with figuring out the clusters, because these can be tricky once you have depleted your stash on the sticker sheet particularly. I find that sometimes tucking things and clustering them close together makes it seem as if it's a a piece that is a little bit more cohesive. I don't know if that makes sense, that the cluster is more joined in some way. So let me just take a look. I don't know. I would like to bring in some of this, but I'm wondering if it may make more sense to bring in some of the yellow. See, this is really pretty. I just don't know how it's gonna look over here. Let me just, yeah, you can hardly see it. I need something not so clear. Okay. Oh gosh. This is kind of stuck on there. Okay. So I need something more pigmented, in other words. Let's give this, definitely need something more mustardy colored. So let's pull, this is very, very yellow, so I don't think this is gonna work quite. Sometimes these mustard colors can be really hard to match. Maybe this one. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm thinking of putting one here, here, and maybe here, and having that be the 3 clusters. Okay, so let's do the larger one here, a medium one here, and let's, for good measure, use another medium one up here as well. Hopefully I'm on camera. And that takes care of the orange, or the yellow. Yellow. Here's the browns. I don't have a ton of browns, but I think I want to use something. Oh, but I can't, right? Because it's not going to show. Maybe I'll use something like this, because then you'll at least see it. Okay, that's what we'll do. There we go. That looks much better. I'll use a large one up here, maybe here. Okay. And then I'll use a small one in this bottom cluster. And then the last color I picked is green. So I want to go with this very kind of muted green. I don't know if I have any enamel dots that color. I have these that are very minty looking. What about these? I only have 3 of those left. Winner. Oh, these are really sticky too. That's good. Okay. And I used all of those up. That is a good thing. Okay. Okay. I will put some close-ups here. One of the things I forgot to mention is that I decided not to mat any of my photos. Instead, what I decided to do was just using the vintage photo distress ink. I decided to just go ahead and take my my blending tool here, and I just kind of did this because this was kind of stark white in comparison to everything else I had inked. And so I didn't want to have to mat all the photos because I really didn't think it needed it, but it needed some kind of attention. So that's what you see here. I'll try to make sure that I include that in the close-ups, but they're all along the perimeter of all of the photos, so they kind of serve like a faux mat, if you will. So that's my layout. I hope you have enjoyed this process, and until next time, bye for now.